choosing the right model for any given retailer when it comes to in-aisle AI loss prevention, it's really about what the priorities of that retailer are and what they care about most in terms of their store operations. You're always optimizing between the customer experience, how efficiently you use your resources in terms of staffing costs, and how much shrink you can prevent. And you can balance between those three, but you can't have it all. You can't maximize for all of them at the same time. So really, it depends what the retailer cares most about. We see three typical models that different retailers decide to deploy. The first is the maximum focus on loss prevention, preserving the customer experience, but with an awareness that you're going to have to make a significant investment in staffing time and costs. That is typically a sort of SOC integrated, security center integrated model where you have a human workforce already deployed who are looking for shrink. Now that could be in-store guards or it could be off-site security centers. There's a number of different models. The fact is you already have this human system. And what you're doing is using the AI as an input into that system to maximize their efficiency. So rather than spending lots of time looking for theft events, you take that team and you spearhead their efficiency by getting them to react consistently to AI alerts. That's great for loss prevention because you see everything and you're always ready to intervene. And it's really good for the customers because you protect them with that human in the loop layer of decision making. Where the retailer wants to optimize more for loss prevention without that increase in kind of staffing investment, typically the best thing to do is to integrate aisle theft detection, aisle loss prevention systems into something like your checkout experience. So one of the most common models we see is what we call aisle to checkout, where you take the detection in the aisle, you use a system to anonymously monitor the individual who concealed something in position A, and then when they get to the checkout, you intervene again, and you then make the intervention. Now that's great because you have a proactive real-time opportunity to stop loss, and it's actually really good for staff efficiency because the system can operate independently. But it does increase the burden on your customers slightly because they are the ones dealing with an intervention at the self-checkout as a nudge or as a block. So again, you have to decide what your balance is going to be. I suppose the final option that some retailers choose, we would call loss detection rather than loss prevention. So this is where you want to really maximize your customer experience, protect that as much as you can, whilst also not increasing staffing costs either. The consequence of that is you're just going to detect the loss. So you're going to be able to see loss happening in the aisles, but not try and intervene in the moment. That means that your shrink reduction in the moment, in real time, is lower. But over time, it's still an incredibly powerful tool because you create this data set within your business of where loss is happening, how it's happening, and you can use it to make more strategic decisions about how you resource for security, about how you merchandise your store and where you place things in terms of minimizing the opportunities for loss. So that's a model that really preserves the customer experience and staff efficiency, but the retailer accepts they're going to catch less loss. So really, when it comes to how you use this AI technology in the aisles, it depends what you care most about and how you want to balance that. The important thing is a retailer can make different decisions at different parts of their store estate. So for example, you may have certain stores that are high risk where you take that proactive maximum shrink prevention route, and other stores which are less high risk where you focus more on loss detection and longer term planning. It's a balance and it depends what the retailer cares about and depends what they need.